All right, guys, I got a special build for you today. You know how it goes. If you've watched my last video, this is the next in my series of prepare for Radiant Escalation builds. So today we're doing Strikers. Let's get right into this build here. Of course, we got the Thrax legendary weapon with Titan's Crash and Cyclonic Strike Plate, which you should pretty much always be running. We got the Riftstalker Bond, which is probably going to be on all of these builds, honestly. That's this one, not that one. But it's got Assassin's Frenzy on it, which we're pretty much already using in most of our builds. So that's a great add-on there. And especially with fast weapons, or just the ability to part break, I mean, is going to get you the use out of that Assassin's Frenzy. So let's see. Yeah, part break is for Assassin's Frenzy, and then fast weapons, or heavy hitting weapons. So pretty much everything is just going to benefit great off of that unique effect there. Now a lot of people nowadays are running Revenant, but I kind of want this to be a build that everybody can use really efficiently. You can squeeze a little bit more DPS out of Revenant, maybe kill things a few seconds faster, but you're also risking getting one tapped at some point. And in like rounds 2 and 4 of the Escalation, or even just against Chronivore or whatever the Keystone Behemoth is, that's going to kind of be rough. So seeing as how it's a new Escalation, I went with Discipline, and that's what I personally would use anyway. The Lantern, you can use whatever you feel more comfortable with. You might want Shrike Zeal, but I'm expecting there to be attack speed increase amps, so I'm thinking we're going to hit the attack speed pretty easily anyways, so I think Shrike Zeal, while you might gain some benefit in the first couple of rounds, is going to fall off a little bit after that. I'm going with Pangar Shrine. If you feel more comfortable with a little bit more lifesteal, you could go with Koshai Bloom. Or if you really want the shields, you could go with Skarn's Defiant. Since you're going to be in extremely close melee range anyway, you should be getting a lot of use out of that Terra damage there. I suppose you could use Draskai as well if you're since you should be focusing the head, at least for the first part of the fight until the head's broken, or just to get the stagger damage and get those stagger knockdowns. You're going to be in kind of a good spot to shoot the Drask Lantern. Do not recommend Broadside for this. It does a little bit more damage, but typically the Frost proc on the Pangar is better. Or the reason that you're running the Koshai is for the lifesteal, and Draskai from head to tail is going to do more damage. So try to stick with those options. Now I somehow managed to figure out how to get 4 light pieces out of this build. It's really not necessary, but I figured, what the heck, why not try to do it, and I did it. So these are the pieces and what is in all of these if you want to pause it while I'm briefly looking at these and see exactly what I got in there. There you go. But as always, the most important thing is a perk summary. So even if you stick some shadow pieces or some umbral pieces in there, you can still get by this escalation pretty easily. It shouldn't make you take that much more damage. Pots aren't super important. Again, I tried to make a build that doesn't use Catalyst just because, you know, it's not super important for escalations unless, like, I know a lot of people do them for Heroic. You don't need to use tonics for Heroic. I don't mind taking a few minutes longer without using pots, because I really only like using them during trials. But if you'd like to, well, what I would say is I would take out Overpower, maybe, or 3 Berserker, 3 Overpower, might even be a little better, and stick in some... Actually, you know, you don't even need to do that. You could just pop this open real quick, stick in Light's Virtue, swap your cells around a little bit, and then stick your other brain catalyst cell in there, and you should be good. You might have to change a piece of armor in there, but not 100% sure. Anyway, this is what I got for you today. So let's go through this real quick. I got a Reza here, and I'm gonna try to show you some tricks. Oop, I just tried to do empowered reload because I am. Ooh, I got stuck on that rock there. I almost got obliterated by those lasers. Now, when I'm playing Strikers, I try to remember to do this. I usually forget a lot, but the light combo, you're going to be tempted to start with it. And you really shouldn't if you're not immediately next to the behemoth, because you need to close the distance, because there is almost no moving around with the light combo. It is all very close by. You see I missed that last hit in that combo there. Now I'm not very good with Strikers, so I'm just going to try to finish my combos and hope to get some staggers. There's one. Now I can focus head a little bit easier. And my goal is just going to be to break these parts here. And again, I said I am not very good at Strikers, so... Alright, but as you can see, I'm only, that was a level 18 behemoth on level 20, so I had a little bit of an advantage, but even as a not very good Strikers player, it was a very easy fight. He didn't get to fight back very much, so hopefully it goes like that for you for the whole escalation, and you can make some good use out of this very hard-hitting build, better than I can, as hopefully you are a Striker main and getting more use out of it. So with that, I am going to peace out, and I will see you next video.